Chess the musical is about, I say this, it's chess, not checkers. And I think in chess, you're always concerned about your next move while you're appreciating your now. So it's a musical about love and strategically living this life victoriously.
I always maintain that it's a story about human nature as much as anything else, and human nature never changes. You could go back to the 12th century and people would still behave in the same sort of way.
I really just wanted an opportunity to celebrate it in a sort of rock and roll style. The music is so big, and when you have the opportunity to have an orchestra of such scale and the E&O choir that gives you the full voice, it's like you're never going to hear it in any better ways.
It's wonderful. It's a wonderful theatre, and tonight's performance was, I was blown away. I really was.
I've never seen the show. Well, it was on at the Prince Edward while I was doing Les Mis at the Palace, so we couldn't get to see it. But I was obsessed with the music. I just loved the score, and I heard it was on, and I phoned Michael and said, look, if you haven't cast it, I'm throwing my hat into the ring because I would really enjoy being a part of it.
It's so rewarding to have the full symphony orchestra and the rock band and the 50-man women choir and great sound, and this what Laurence has done. It's a thrill. I really enjoyed it.
They're ABBA, and you're suddenly you're going, I'm talking to a real life ABBA. And sometimes you just go, well, you're another composer, and I've worked with some amazing composers, but you suddenly just go, Waterloo, I love that song.
And I got to say to Benny today, he said, oh, thank you very much for singing my score so beautifully. And I said, thank you for the music. I actually got to say that. I can't believe it.
My agent called me and says, right, Laurence wants to give you a job in chess. I was like, what? What's chess? And then he said everything that was to do with the show. Of course, I know him so well. Everyone knows that song. And I was we're literally within 20 minutes talking to my agent. I said, put me on the phone to the director. I want to talk to Laurence because he'll explain this the way that I need to hear it. And I just remember talking to Laurence on the phone within 5 minutes of that conversation. I went, you don't have to tell me anything else. I want this role. And he was like, without hearing what you have to sing, I was like, absolutely, because in my head, it's going to be the biggest show that I'll ever take in my career.
The last week, my wife was in labor. We had a baby on the first public performance on Thursday. I left halfway through the show and my understudy smashed it through the roof, and I went to the hospital and I had a miracle with my little baby boy being born and my wife being, amazing and safe with all the change that happened. And then I went right back to the show after 3 hours of sleep on a hospital floor, did Friday night's performance and then did 2 on Saturday with another 3 hours sleep. And I thought, you know what, it's the magic of the theatre, it's what you do.
Those chess games, this is why I went into musical theatre, so I could play chess. Seriously, those games are actual games that Fischer and Andropov played. They're 2 games that I win, and every move is exactly the move that they made. The only difference is we're doing it with chessography, so we're doing it to the music. And I swear to you, every move is on a beat, on a cue from the orchestra.